morning and welcome to Tuesday. This is Mornings with Luann and Tim on TV. It's cold still, but you know what? I looked at my thermometer for outside this morning before I started my car and it said minus 17 and I went, oh, it's warming up. But speaking of the weather,
That's
Tim.
a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's yummy, eh?
What's the weather?
The weather is, we have a special weather statement because it's warming up.
Luann.
All of those degrees, as I mentioned. We're getting 15 to 25 centimeters through tomorrow. That's for the Sault, St. Joe's, Searchmont, Montreal River, and Batchwater Bay. You're welcome. Happy day.
Stupid snow.
Don't hit it, it'll break
It already went off.
Oh, did
You
it?
missed it.
I did miss it. So yeah, you were saying when I told you that this morning, Tim goes, we just cleaned up.
Just got this mess cleaned up.
Right?
There's still snowbanks that need to be removed.
Yeah, big time.
Why don't they do
I
that
know.
faster?
You know, it's like coming out of Industrial Park, which is where we're located, our offices and studios are. There's one going on to an exit going on to third line. Oh my. You have to be like on third line before you think, any cars coming?
It's so far
Like you
out.
gotta stick your nose right out there.
I'm sorry. And then, okay, so like the major streets are done nicely.
Yeah, very nice.
But
And
there's-
my street is done nicely.
You don't live on
too.
a major street.
No, that's what I'm saying. So even the side streets are nicely done.
I don't know, like, what happened? Why did they? It feels like they kind of stopped doing snowbank removal.
Oh,
Do they constantly do it?
No,
they should
don't.
constantly be doing it.
They should, but they don't because of the budget, I would think. I don't know for sure. I would imagine that because it's only mid-January.
I know,
so
but
it's going to keep snowing.
But we're still missing like half a lane on Northern Avenue for a good part of Northern Avenue. Like,
wait till June. You'll get your lane back in June.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
No, this is seriously a good cup of coffee.
Oh!
I'm sorry that I'm obsessing over this cup of coffee.
You're obsessing.
Luann,
He's just like
every
totally
once in a
addicted.
while you just get the right mix and you kind of go, and it's so fresh and hot because sometimes I forget that I made a cup of coffee.
Like noon, he goes, oh, is that my coffee?
Oh
on
my
the counter.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's a big day for the Oscars.
Yes, nominees coming out at 8:20.
I have it. I will probably not get to see it because we're going to be in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the people that are announcing the Oscars, Kumail Nanjiani. Okay, so I've seen him before, but I didn't know his name. The Big Sick. It was a film that he and his wife wrote. They actually got a nomination in 2017 for Best Original Screenplay. He's a funny guy. He's a stand-up comic, and he's also on Silicon Valley on television. Anyway, he's announcing the awards along with Tracy Ellis Ross, and I didn't know
yes.
you knew.
Yes.
Diana Ross's daughter.
Yeah.
On Blackish, stars on Blackish.
And watch her now. Now that you know, watch her.
Yeah,
and you'll
see
see
it.
some very, very slight.
She's funny. I remember her.
She's very funny.
Recognized.
You know what? She's an
recognize him
awesome
too,
host too. She's emceed a couple of things that I've watched, and she's funny and quick, and yeah,
So
she's
they're
an amazing actress.
announcing this year's nominees, and I finally just watched last night. I finally watched one of last year's winners.
Oh.
What's it called? 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Montana.
Yes.
So last year, Frances McDormand won for Best Actress, and Sam Rockwell won for Best Supporting Actor. I just went back and looked at the category because I thought that he was.
Is that based on looks? Isn't he really
He was
handsome?
Sam Rockwell. No, he played a character. He was so. I thought he was over the top. I thought it was a caricature. I didn't understand 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Montana, because I thought it was going to be this heavy dramatic thing, and Frances McDormand, this dramatic actress, kind of quirky, but it kind of was all over the place. Like Woody Harrelson's character and this guy Sam Rockwell, they were kind of funny, but then her character wasn't funny.
She's very adamant.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but it was kind of, I don't know. It's not what I expected. It had more humor than I expected, more quirkiness.
That's why you didn't get it, because it was funny.
And then I also saw I, Tonya. I thought that Margot Robbie was a better actress than Frances McDormand in her movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I love Frances McDormand, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, me too. She's awesome. But a lot of people said that at the time the movie was released. Yeah.
She was great.
She apparently, well, like you think about it, she had to learn how to figure skate and be a bag. Like, that's a lot for an actress. Like, figure skating, imagine, at any age to learn, and then
being a bag.
So, you know, like seriously. That's a lot to learn, even for a good actress.
Well, you
she should
learned
have
how
got the Oscar.
You learned. You could give her
I
lessons.
didn't have to learn. I wrote the book,
On being a
baby.
Lady Gaga's not happy.
Uh-oh, what's wrong with the Gaga?
Gaga's on the stage in Vegas. Remember we talked about the
Yes.
2 different shows? And the one is the more spectacular, and the other one is the jazz piano show?
Oh, yes.
I think she just debuted that jazz piano show. Gowns
Ooh,
and
I'd
updos
love
and
to see that.
I know.
Right? She can
But she
sing.
sat at that piano, she took a little pause, and she raked Trump and Pence over the coals. Trump about the shutdown.
Yeah.
Saying from the piano, this president needs to, and she swore.
Yeah.
Getting the country back on track. And then she swore about Pence and his wife Karen. She swore about her signing up to work at that school that doesn't allow LGBTQ students or staff. Mm-hmm. And she said, I'm a Christian. You call yourself a Christian. You're the worst example of Christianity. I'm a Christian woman, and I know Christianity means all are welcome, all are loved. And she just from the piano in Vegas. And like, how many in that stadium? Over 5,000 people.
You know what? I think that she's so well-spoken when it comes to stuff that she's really passionate about. I think most people are.
Between her and Cardi B, they're all getting cursed out. Was it Cardi B that cursed out Pence, or no, it was somebody else?
Oh, I
think it was Cardi B. Yeah, cursing them out.
Yeah, just, you know what? And he just stands there.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see Donald Trump
and Pence, but his hair?
At the
Martin Luther King Memorial.
He graciously went out there for 2 minutes, didn't even look up at the statue, and then left again. Just long enough for us to really see what was happening with the hair. Oh my word. And none of the news outlets used it. I was kind of bummed. It looked like we were watching it online yesterday before
looked like
we
he
went
had
home.
a ponytail.
Yeah. It was like right from the back of his head, like this.
It goes all the way down back here.
Really long. So you know how long his hair is back here? This piece matches the length. Well, the wind caught it, and I'll tell you, it was like waving like a tail, like for minutes and minutes. It was just the worst, but the best.
Stayed for 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes.
Not
they
even
timed
2
him.
minutes.
Didn't say a word about Martin Luther King.
No,
not even.
But he wasn't expected to be there, period. He
But
said,
nothing
I'm
was on
not
his
going.
agenda.
I'm not going.
But then I think the tweet started about him not going, and then Pence said, "Get out of bed, we're going. Come on, honey. Come on, honey.
Come on. I know you're hungover. Put your phone down and quit tweeting for a minute.
He doesn't
Let's go.
drink. He just snorts. He snorts. What's it called? That is it Ativan? No, not Ativan. He snorts Adderall. Have you not heard that?
No.
He apparently crushes Adderall and snorts it, and that's why
What's Adderall for?
Isn't Adderall like an anti-anxiety? Adderall, like it's an upper, isn't it?
Really?
I don't know what Adderall does.
So he doesn't drink, but
he doesn't drink, but apparently he crushes Adderall and snorts it. This is what I've heard. Allegedly. Listen, I have insurance. He can't sue me.
Oh my gosh. Apparently, I'm hearing in my ear that it helps with attention deficit disorder. So I think he needs to snort more.
Sense.
He needs to snort like a bottle of it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Chris Brown, remember when he beat up Rihanna, allegedly? So he's been in trouble.
Remember when Chris Brown beat up Rihanna?
Remember that?
Was that before or after she went to the bathroom in public?
Yeah. Apparently,
you scarred Keith for life talking about that yesterday, by the way.
Did I?
Riri pee-pee, yeah, and poo-poo.
Riri pee-pee, poo-poo.
Yeah, anyway, carry on, Chris Brown.
So Chris Brown is in jail in Paris right now.
Why? What happened?
Because another woman has accused him of assault and rape.
What?
Rape. Yeah. She says that she was invited back to his room, and I don't know why she expected anything different would happen. But nevertheless, she says she went to his room, there was nobody around, he raped her, and she's devastated. And she also said that 2 of the other people around him assaulted her, so 3 of them are in jail.
Oh my God.
And he still faces drug charges in LA and another sexual assault in LA and providing cocaine. So he's an awesome dude. Buys records.
Why is he out and about?
Right.
Out and about. She, no one. She went to his room. Well, because who would think that he would do that? I mean, you figure the guy's been caught and arrested and charged, so he's probably
he wouldn't be that stupid.
He's not going to be stupid enough to assault you again. Poor thing.
But imagine.
And also imagine that she's got. If he wasn't alone, she's probably thinking, okay, so Chris Brown doesn't have the best reputation, but I'm going to be safe. He's got bodyguards and stuff with him. Who would think that they would all gang up on her? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's got to be
terrible.
Horrible.
Oh my God.
You know what? Shame, 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 shame.
He can't keep him in prison, Paris.
Yes.
Anyway, that was a depressing story.
Awesome.
I have better news for us.
What?
It's the Special Olympics are right around the corner.
Yay!
January 31st, 1st, and 2nd of February. And so Alex Parr interviewed the Nordic ski team. We're going to air that interview. That's going to be our first interview. We're going to feature Alex Parr doing an athlete highlight kind of thing.
Awesome.
And then
athletic profile.
Athletic supporters. And then Joe Tom Sayers is coming in. Joe Tom Sayers from Algoma University, because they're having it's the Anishinaabe, it's called the Annual Elders Youth Gathering. Youth and Elders Gathering. I know. So I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, that sounds like
you
it's
and
going
Luann
to be
has
very
the
intriguing.
news. So we have a full show for you right after this break on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Stay with us, please. So Alex Parr and I went out to Searchmont, let's see, was it just last weekend? 2 weekends ago. And I met up with Carter Simpson. Carter is one of the alpine skiers on the Sault Ste. Marie Special Olympics team. The Special Olympics, of course, coming up right around the corner. 2019 Winter Games, all over the city. They're at Hiawatha, they're at Searchmont, they're at the John Rhodes Arena. Ceremonies are at the GFL Memorial Gardens. You can check out the schedule for the Special Olympics if you look online. And anyway, we had a great time out at Searchmont. I joined Carter in the, what do you call it, the chalet by the fireplace. And then we actually went on the slopes together and I did a run with him. And he's been skiing now for 20 years. He started when he was about 5 years old. He's 25 now. Carter's an inspirational guy. And so I hope you enjoy the video of my interview with Carter Simpson from the Special Olympics downhill. I guess that's called alpine, right? He has to ski the slalom and all the different slopes and stuff. So take a look at the interview with Alex. Enjoy, and we'll be back with more after that. We are on location at Searchmont with the one and only Carter Simpson. Carter, how you doing, man?
I'm good, you too?
I'm good. You've been waiting to get on TV for a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's the cameraman. You're a star. Well, he's always been a star. So, Carter Simpson, you've been skiing since you were how old?
5.
You were 5. He was 5 years old when he started skiing. Amazing. And now you're on the team, right?
Yeah.
You looking forward to the Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Do you think you're going to win a medal?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people are on your team? Do you know how many teammates do you have? How many people ski with you?
A lot.
A lot of them? Yeah, a lot of people ski with them. And you ski in several different events, right?
Yeah.
So you do slalom.
Slalom and gear
And giant slalom.
and super gi.
And which for the other one?
Super gi?
Super. And this is all on the Goulet Hill? Or not?
Yeah.
Combination?
Yeah.
Combination. How long do you train? Do you start training months in advance?
A lot.
A lot. Like, do you come out here several times a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part about skiing?
I can ski really so fast.
You like going fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have lots of friends out here you ski with? You have friends on the ski team?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so when the Olympics come, are you looking forward to meeting people from other places in Ontario?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know there's going to be like 500 athletes coming here?
Yeah.
And you're going to get to hang out with all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much time do you spend in a day? Like, do you go out for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours? How long do you ski in one day?
Probably 2 hours.
You train for a couple hours a day.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the weather today? Is it beautiful?
It's sunny.
Yeah. And is it too cold for you, or are you okay?
I'm okay.
You're okay. Does your mom ski with you?
I ski with my coach.
With your coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's your cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she your chauffeur too? Does she drive you out here?
My dad.
Your dad drives you out here. Your mom is your support, and then you have a coach. What's your coach's name?
Dave and Eddie.
Dave and
Eddie.
Eddie?
No.
Dave and Eddie? What? Two coaches. Oh, it's Ernie.
Yeah.
Dave and Ernie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kinds of stuff do they tell you? Do they help you do? Do they teach you or what?
Yeah. Like the turning
The turning,
and pole plane.
pole placement. Do you have to go in between those like things? You have to, when you do the slalom, do you have to go in between poles?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Is that hard when you're going fast?
No?
No. Only because you're good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of training in behind that. Have you ever injured yourself on the hill? Ever hurt yourself?
No?
Never. And how old are you now? Oh, you broke your leg.
Yeah.
You broke your leg? Which one? Which leg?
This one.
That one?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's pretty serious. But it's all better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ski no problem.
Yeah.
So when the Olympics come, how you ski on Friday and on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know how many events you have per day? How many events? You ski. Okay, 2 runs per race, and you have 3 races, so 6 runs.
Take one.
6. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
You're all conditioned?
Yes.
We're gonna go out on the hill. You're gonna show me how you ski?
Yes, I am.
Are you gonna give me a lesson?
Yeah.
Because I haven't skied in 40 years. That's way older than you are. 40 years, can you imagine?
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the cameras outside. We're gonna see if we can get you on the hill doing some magic.
Yeah, okay.
Show us what you can do.
Yeah.
Carter Simpson going on the hill. All right, Carter, I made it down the hill. I didn't break my leg. What did you think of my form?
It's good.
I have good form?
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't think I'll ever be an Olympian like you, my friend, but why don't you tell everybody where you're going to be skiing? What hill?
I see the curly.
The Goulie? And where are we right now? What's this beautiful place?
It's sunny.
Sunny Searchmont?
Yeah.
Okay, so come and see Carter. January 31st to February 2nd, we're on the slopes, we're on the rink, we're on the ice, we're on the trails. It's the Special Olympics being hosted by the city of Sault Ste.
Marie, Canada.
Beautiful, Carter. In theater, we say break a leg. I won't say that to you on the hill. You've been there, done that. Best of luck, my friend.
Thanks.
Thanks for hosting me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we'll be back with more after this. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. I survived skiing downhill.
You did good,
I
too.
said, I think I look pretty good. What do you think, Michael? And Michael said, well, Carter was far better than you. And you said, well, because he's an Olympian.
Of course he's better.
20 years.
I'm better than Tim, but still.
That's only if you're going down on your with tobogganing.
Yes, on my tummy.
Do you ski ever?
No, I did back years ago and hurt my knee.
Oh, we talked about that in Espanola because I didn't know they had a hill.
The Espanola ski hill.
Yeah.
And in the summer, what you do at the Espanola ski hill is you get in a four-wheel truck, like my dad's little red Ford, and you drive right up the center of the ski hill.
And you don't get in trouble?
Not if you don't get caught.
No, I enjoyed it, but it was cold.
Yeah.
But I wore the helmet and goggles. Mm-hmm. That helps. That's way better than a toque.
Yeah, is it?
Oh, the helmet keeps you way warmer than a toque. Everyone should rent a helmet, and it's also safer, so you don't get concussions, brain injury. Please be careful.
Yes, don't be doing that. And the rentals are awesome.
Oh,
and they fit you.
Everything is so new compared to how it used to. I mean, I was so many years ago, and I never rented out there. But boy, oh boy, the equipment's great.
Yeah,
my boots were toasty warm, and my skis are shorter than they used to be.
Is that right?
Yeah, but it was easier to manage.
I was going to say you could probably zip around more, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I was brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, Carter.
I'm sure you were. Just ask you. Jimmy Kimmel was talking to. Oh, I constantly forget this man's name. He has the Late Show Live.
Trevor Noah.
No,
James Corden.
Best friends with Anderson Cooper. They co-hosted.
Cohen. Andy Cohen.
Andy Cohen. He was on Andy Cohen, and he said,
"It's a good game show."
Was there ever a time, he says to Jimmy Kimmel, where you refused to have somebody on the show? Jimmy Kimmel said yes. He said, well, what happened? Apparently Barbara Streisand will not sit unless her good side is showing.
So
this is my good side. This is how I sit to show my good side. But anyway, they asked her to come on the show, and she said, I'll come on the show, absolutely.
But they had to rearrange the desk.
She wanted them to move the whole set, like the desk and the whole kamasaba, like just move everything. So Jimmy Kimmel said, no. So he said no to Barbara Streisand, man.
I knew that she was about, like when she directed.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She doesn't care around about her good side. When she directs herself, she sets all her cameras up like that too.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
That's been well known.
Is she trying to hide that honker, or?
On one side, her nose is worse than the other.
Really?
And that's, I think, apparently.
Wow.
And I think also, it's the side where I hate to say this, I hope she's not watching, the side where her eye doesn't cross as much.
Ah.
Now, her mother, I believe, Rosalind Kind was her mother. Rosalind would say, Barbara's eyes are not crossed. It's the fact that her nose is crooked and it looks closer to one eye. But I swear, come on, when you look at an impersonator, they're always doing like,
seriously.
The one crossed eye. Can you cross one eye?
I can't cross one eye. I
can cross one eye. Where's my close-up? Okay, are you ready? Here I go. I cross both and then I move one back. Did I do it right? Cross both and then.
Oh, that's gross.
Move one back. Can you do that?
Oh, no.
No, don't. It hurts.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If I have an optometrist watching, Barbara Streisand and my optometrist are both disappointed in me right now.
Aw. You're going to have a bad day. Babs is not happy with you.
Barbara, I need a friendship bench. I need to sit somewhere to...
You know what? This is such a good story. On the CBC's The National last night, they had this story where elementary schools are using an actual friendship bench. What happens is they bring this bench in and paint it all these lovely colors, and it's beautiful. Yeah. And if a child is sitting on that bench, then his fellow students know that he's sad or he's upset. They interviewed one little guy, and the reporter said, why are you sitting on the bench? And he said, because someone said something bad to me outside and I'm sad right now. So he was just like... So she said, oh, that's such a shame. And he said, well, sometimes people just say bad things. So my friends are going to come and help me.
So you sit on the friendship bench and people know that you want a friend and they can come and sit with you. I'm going to put a friendship bench in my living room.
That's one way to get it done.
Listen, You have the news coming up.
I do. I
So-
do have the news coming up.
And
so
then
stay
after that,
tuned.
we've got a great interview with Joe Tom Sayers from Algoma University.
Coming up on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Tim was just asking, are those all ducks or are they pigeons too? And they just all poop. So it doesn't matter. Who cares?
That's okay,
They
Luann.
make a mess.
Everybody poops.
Everybody, even Rihanna. Sorry, Keith. She does. Saying it. I'm putting it out there. This is a true fact.
Do you remember? Okay, 1968. Laugh-In debut. Do you remember?
Wow, Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn, Rowan and Martin.
Yeah.
Joanne Worley. Woo! Oh
she
my
was
God.
so loud.
Arnie, what was his name?
Artie Johnson.
Artie Johnson. Very interesting.
Yes.
but
I
stupid.
imitated him once in a school play when I was in grade 6. I did a whole spiel with him, the old man on the bench, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Ruth
Yeah,
Buzzy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
look, there's the gang right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? The props there, obviously, 1968, so basic. Oh my goodness. Like
The doors
You know
that-
how they pop the door open and they make their joke and then they close it? You could see the whole frame.
They got in there it is.
there it
Oh
is.
my God, I loved that show. They got in
Yeah.
so much trouble.
They did.
They were so political.
Yeah, they just said
That was
it.
the Nixon era. They
Yeah.
called us. They,
Ooh, they
boy,
were
oh
on
boy.
it. How old are 68 you said?
1968 it
Opened up.
debuted.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Gee
The
whiz.
flower power and the hippies and the mini skirt. I remember that.
Yeah.
And remember Artie Johnson also was a little guy in the yellow rain suit on a tricycle. And he used to ride a tricycle in a yellow rain suit. My mother used to say, "That's going to be me when I'm going to die in my 90s riding a tricycle and I'll just fall over like Artie Johnson did."
Oh, I remember the falling over
Yeah,
part.
falling over the tricycle.
I didn't
She said-
remember the yellow raincoat
He wore a
part.
yellow raincoat. I don't know
Really?
why. He was probably a flasher.
Well, then there's that.
Oh my gosh, I feel old though. Oh my gosh, dear.
Oh, gosh. That's funny,
Yeah,
Michael.
my
That's
mother
very
said that
cute.
she would be like that. That would be her. That's how she was going to pass away. But nope.
That's the way to go, though, right? If you're gonna
Only
go.
now
Oh,
that
you're
she's
having
actually
fun.
now that she's actually 89, 88 years old, it won't be that. It'll be her walker. Kaboom.
Yeah, right? Yeah, she meant
'Cause
wheels,
she does-
whatever,
my
whatever
mother
it
does
takes.
right
Hey,
under
you know
his
what?
arms.
This is going to
What?
really shock you and astound you. I know. Tom Arnold's getting divorced.
Another one bites the dust.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah,
Who was he married to after Roseanne?
a woman.
A woman.
Yeah, been married for 10 years. They have 2 kids.
Oh gosh.
Could you imagine 2 minutes I'd last with that guy?
With Tom Arnold.
Oh my word, if he could stop fidgeting for just 1 minute, I don't, he can't, like, I don't know if he's off coke and that just stayed with him or...
Maybe he just needs to snort Adderall with Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's it. There you go, Tom. You got some time now.
He doesn't
apparently.
That was his bride?
Yeah, she's
That's who he
gorgeous.
married after Roseanne
Yeah.
Barr?
Yeah.
And that didn't last either.
No, 10 years. So he did, he put in a decade. I can't imagine being married to someone who seems like they don't pay attention. Ever. Jim. Arnold. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
10 years, I don't know, I kind of, 10 years is a long time to be married to somebody to realize it's not going to work. That'd be like,
Yeah, usually it doesn't take that long.
I mean, that's like, Keith, we're together 10 years now, so sayonara, baby. Oh, no.
No.
I just feel like, no matter what, if I've survived 10 years,
You are going nowhere, mister.
or if he put up with me for 10
Yes,
years,
exactly.
it's also like the same thing, then I'm not going to find anybody else who would do that, I don't
No,
think.
and you know what? I don't want to do the work anymore. Sorry, I don't.
And isn't Tom Arnold up there? I mean, isn't he my age?
I think
Would he
he's
not-
older than me, no?
Wow, he's really old. He shouldn't. Although maybe it's not his choice. What are we saying? He's getting divorced. Who filed?
Don't know. Good
Well,
point.
Maybe the kids.
Well, certainly she didn't marry him for his money because he hasn't
didn't,
done
no.
a darn thing since
Wait a sec,
Roseanne.
though. But wait a minute. Wouldn't he have gotten half of Roseanne's?
Maybe not. Maybe they had a
Ooh,
prenup.
I
Huh? It's the prenup. You
Once
need the
again,
prenup.
Luann, I just have to say, you brought a story to the television and you haven't done your homework, and I just don't know. Was there a prenup? I have so many more questions. I would like you to go back while I'm interviewing Joe Tom.
Yes.
I would like you to go back and find out. I'd like to find out, was there a prenup? How much did he get?
Okay.
Did she file for divorce?
Okay.
And are the children in custody of anyone, or are they old enough now not to have to?
Mr. Murphy, anything else?
I'll take a double-double.
Yeah, you'll take a double-double right to the chops. I'll double-double you for
Hey,
sure.
listen. Okay, so we have the annual Youth and Elders Gathering coming up with the Anishinaabe. I'm going to learn how to say words. I'm going to learn how to say bingo.
I love this. This is so cool.
But there's so much more than that I want to talk about with
Yes.
Joe Tom Sayers. So stay with us. We have a very interesting interview coming up right after this break. And then we'll say goodbye.
Then we'll come back and say goodbye.
Stay warm.
Ooh.
Don't go anywhere. We're here to say happy anniversary to Joe Tom Sayers. I was asking Joe Tom how long he's been with Algoma University now. It's a year today.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Sometimes it feels longer. I've been there a lot longer than a year. But
What's it like to go full circle like this? I mean, okay, so tell me a little bit about your background. You grew up where?
I grew up on the Rankin Reserve.
Rankin Reserve?
And went to school at Manitou Park Public School.
Right.
White Pines.
Yes.
For my high school years, and then London, Ontario for journalism at University West of Ontario, and then I came home back in '88 and worked for my community, and never looked back. It's been a great.
But then you went on to other. What else did you do in school? You have a Master of Arts?
I'm working on my master's.
You're working on that now.
Yeah, looking at part time through Queen's University.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So the position you have at Algoma now, that's 1 year old, I remember Ozma Vesna coming out with the announcement. They were very excited to have you back. So what is your title?
I'm the director of Anishinaabe Initiatives Division.
Anishinaabe Initiatives Division. And it's Anishinaabe Initiatives that's putting on the Youth and Elders Gathering?
Yeah, it's our 24th, I believe.
24th annual.
Elders and Youth Gathering.
Did you used to participate in those gatherings before you worked at the university? Were you ever involved in the past?
Well, I used to work for the Shingwak Education Trust, which is a partner with Algoma University. I worked there for about three and a half years, and they were very open and welcoming for community members to come and participate, and that's really the spirit that we want there on Saturday and Friday and Saturday to really welcome people from the community and share in the experience of being at Algoma. We have a beautiful, newly renovated third floor, the Museum Assistance Program. Through our partners, Children of Shingwak. Installed a museum quality exhibit on the third floor, so that's the same floor as the auditorium is, where we're going to be having our conference.
So when you walk in the front doors, right, when you go with the steps there, that whole hallway's been redone, isn't it?
It has, yeah.
That's the museum quality.
Yes.
And does that lead towards the library? On the left
if you
side?
go left, yep.
Okay, but straight ahead is the auditorium, the Shingwak Auditorium. So is that where you're going to have the stuff on Friday night in the auditorium?
Yeah, we're going to have Anishinaabe bingo.
I love this.
Yeah.
Okay, so bingo, but it's going to be in
Anishinaabe, so Ojibwe language.
Ojibwe language. Yep. So you're going to, tell me again, you told me off stage in the green room, how do I call bingo?
Kinagage.
Kinagage. That's what you yell instead of bingo.
Right.
But the other thing is, we're going to have to say the numbers.
Yeah. See, the caller is going to be calling the numbers in Ojibwe language, and if you are like me and can only count to 10, you're going to have a hard time winning.
So you got to really listen to the numbers when they say them.
You do.
Because you have to say them back again.
That's right. Now, everybody.
Can you cheat? Can I bring a cheat sheet with them?
Well, everybody's a good sport, and so you can turn to your neighbor at the same table and
get some help. How do I say this number?
Exactly.
I was going to ask you. You've been responsible for bringing a lot of funding in, haven't you? You did a lot of work to get money for these initiatives.
Well, we're I've been there a year, and securing funds usually takes longer than a year. So we definitely have a lot of great projects on the go through Anishinaabe initiatives and through the special mission of the university. But since I've been there, been part of a great team. I have 3 staff that I work closely with, and we've been reaching out to the community, and the community has been reaching out to the university to kind of help with things like racism, colonial impacts, not just from education point of view, but from like a social innovation point of view. So we are involved in a number of initiatives that I think we're going to be seeing some of the fruit of that hard work in the next year or two. So,
but you do also have an actual program, a 3-year program. Is that right? You were telling me about this?
Okay, the Anishinaabe Studies program.
Because tell me a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Well, with our partners, Shingwak Kanoma Gigamik, we've been hosting several courses that are specific to the Anishinaabe Indigenous experience in Canada. And a couple of years ago, they collaborated with the faculty to put together an actual degree program. So that was submitted to the Ministry of Education and Training, which is now Ministry Colleges, Universities.
Okay.
And before the provincial election was called, they've actually approved the proposal to establish a 3-year degree program in Anishinaabe Studies. So we just had the launch in early fall, where we had students from the Algoma district come to the campus, did a lot of great things. My team hosted a lot of different activities along with our partners with SKG.
And SKG stands for?
Shingwak Kanoma Gamik.
Okay.
Which means Shingwak University.
See, there you go. All right. So, and it's going to be, this is pretty unique, isn't it, in Canada?
It is.
That the SKG University is going to actually have granting power to say, here is a degree.
Exactly. So, so the Anishinaabe Studies degree program, the Anishinaabe Bemowin degree program, which the Algoma, through our division and with the community support, have been delivering for about 20 years. So the only university degree program in an Indigenous language. So we're taking those 2 degree programs, and we're negotiating an arrangement with our partners SKG for them to take over and own these 2 courses.
Wow.
And it's a part of the university's commitment to honor some of the 94 calls to action from the TRC. And
TRC, Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
It was released in 2016, the calls to action. So we're very excited for our partners. We just had a covenant signing ceremony earlier this fall, which kind of laid out the spirit and intent of our working relationship, and we're just finalizing a collaborative agreement to affect the transfer and see how we can work as partners on a day-to-day basis and for the long term.
Will some of those classes will the classes for those courses be held in the new building that's being
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
What's that building called? I'm sorry.
I think the last term they used was the Anishinaabe Discovery Center.
Okay.
So it's going to host not only classes and an archive, but also they've been designated as the host or keeper of the National Chiefs Library and Archives. Right. So the Assembly of First Nations, which is the national lobbying group on behalf of First Nations in Canada, they typically, the chiefs in Assembly, elect a national chief, and it's been in existence since the late 1960s. So over the course of the last 50 years, a lot of very historic exchanges with previous governments, previous prime ministers, ministers of Indian Affairs, whether it was around the repatriation of the Constitution in '82 or the Meech Lake Accord or the Charlottetown, all those personal writings, documents, memos
will all be stored there?
They're all going to be here on site at Shingwak.
That's pretty fitting too, isn't it? Because if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Bawating, which is meeting place, was what this area was called because chiefs would come here and meet because it was such a central location they could navigate the waters and get here. Is that true? That's
right. The waters were our highways,
right?
And that's what we needed to traverse and follow the game, follow the fish. And the Sault Ste. Marie Bawating was a natural stopping point.
Right.
So my ancestors, we hosted a lot of people from different tribes, not just Anishinaabe. And on our reserve, Whitefish Island Reserve, that was our historic ancestral fishing station.
Right.
They did an excavation in the 70s and found out there were goods as far away as James Bay and as far south as northern Florida.
Wow.
So it was really an international stopping center for trade varied, as well as social and political gatherings.
So here we are once again being the hub
Yeah,
of education and reconciliation.
exactly.
And so on Friday, it's the fun, more of a fun social evening, and then on Saturday, once again at the university, you're having keynote speakers,
Right.
arts, crafts, cultural exhibits and displays, and you can actually get right involved, and it's completely free.
It is free.
What
Yeah.
time of day?
We're going to start at about 8:30, and we're going to run until maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's really a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for being here. I hope you
Right,
come
thank
back
you.
again and tell us more.
Definitely.
Keep us updated. And we'll be back to say goodbye with Luann right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Hot off the presses, Oscar nominations, go.
Best Picture, Black Panther, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, Vice, The Favorite, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Black Klansman. All terrific movies.
Oh, holy smokes. Okay, well, let's start guessing on the shows.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, so thanks for joining us today. Have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday on Mornings with Luann and Tim.